What hurts more, the pain of hard work or the pain of regret? This is one of my favorite quotes. And the reason I bring it up is I coach swim. We have 1 day left of our season, and nothing to do with today's results. All the boys had a great showing. It's been a good building season. But as a coach, I've seen oftentimes the end of the season comes, you lose a game, football or whatever other sport it is, you lose, or it's your last race of the year and you didn't do well, or you're a senior and it's over, is I see a lot of disappointment from kids that, you look at them and they're devastated, but as the coach, you look back on the season of the emotions they're showing at the time don't align with the work ethic you saw day in and day out for either the season or over several years. And it's something that has always really bothered me, but I've definitely softened up a little bit. It's a learning experience, I think, for, it doesn't even have to be kids. It can be something in life when you don't achieve a goal. But it really has bothered me in the past of, okay, you're really wearing your heart on your sleeve right now in this moment. You're bawling your eyes out. But I've seen the day in, day out of you really not caring, or, when you're being pushed to do more, you don't do more. You could care less, but then when it's over, it hits you. And I think that's a big moment of you realize you cared about it more than you thought you did. Or you realized, which I think hurts more, is you have that pain of regret of, I took this for granted, and if I could go back, I would have done it differently, and the result I would have had would have been different. Like, we'll stick to swimming. If you swim a 50.5 in the 100 free, and then you look back and you actually really dive into, did I do everything I could? And when the answer is no, that 50 and that 49 barrier is like such a breakthrough, or the minute to a 59 or whatever. Those are all those are milestones. And when you look back and say, did I give it everything? And you can't answer that you did, it really hurts deep. And then it's up to you you can either dwell on that, or for the remainder, or whatever's left in whatever's next in your life, to not let that happen again and help it shape you. And this is why it's good when an underclassman goes through this, is they have time to, okay, I had that regret last year. Now I'm going to go as hard as I can, or at least be just consistent. It's very hard to just go 100 every single day. But if you're being consistent every single day, not skipping sessions, not messing around, you're always there getting better, you can look back at the end of the season and say, wow, I gave it my all. Look how far I came. That's my rant for today. I think it's super powerful. I'm not sure who said I'm a big Celtics fan. I think it came from Doc Rivers or someone in the organization at that same time. But I love that quote, and it is so real, because when you are going through the hard work and putting everything you have, it sucks. It sucks to not be rewarded for months on end. You feel like you're not getting better. Sometimes you're getting worse because you're beat up. But then when you hit that breakthrough, it's all worth it. But it's so few get to that moment of pushing through and seeing it through. And then when they break through, to feel and to see that it paid off, you can't even explain how that feels and how it shapes you, not just in the sport, but for your life. But when you have that pain of regret, man, it is tough to swallow. And it's a lot better, speaking in high school terms, it's a lot better to go through that as a freshman, sophomore, or junior than as a senior, because that's the last taste you're going to get, and it sucks. But thanks for tuning in, guys. That's a quote I think about often, and I struggle as well. I'm not perfect. I'm far from it, and I have plenty of days where I look back and wish I would have done more. But I think it's very powerful, and if you can be consistent, push through those hard days, and just keep going, you're going to feel a lot better at the end whenever it does end, because it always does end. That's going to be a lot better to suffer through those hard days than to suffer at the last meet or game, final whistle, and you say, man, I didn't give it everything I had.